What's up, everybody? We're going to be talking about limited and non-limited units and VCs today because I pulled for little Lela, and if you haven't seen my pull video yet, then go watch that. We'll pause here. Okay, so you've watched the video now and you know that I went to pity, and that sucked. Like, I went all the way to pity. I spent a bunch of Visior. I have like 1,500 Visior left, which is a pretty low amount, and now I'm back to saving, and it kind of puts me in a bad position. So, understandably, a lot of people have been saying things like, well, Mysidia, you shouldn't pull for the non-limited unit. You're just, gonna get them eventually. And then, sure enough, I pull, during the little Lela the Bold pulls, Oberon, and that's a 100 cost unit that I didn't pull for. I eventually got him. Now, it's months and months later from when Oberon released, and I put some stars into him. I put my select tickets that I had saved up into him, and I got him to about 400 shards. He's in the barracks now. I'm doing his hard quests, so he is being slow built. He's not going to be ready for like another month or something. I don't know. It's still going to be a while till he's ready. So what it really comes down to is, can you wait that long for a unit if you truly like a unit? And therein lies the problem. If you truly like a unit, then I think at the end of the day you just have to go for them. Like, for example, if you just absolutely love Resnick, then she's maybe she's your wife. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's just a unit that you like and you think she's going to take my account to the next level. I think you just pull for them. I really do. I think there's a difference between pulling with your heart or pulling for something that you think is going to improve your account, and then also just being economical and trying to be as Visior conscious as possible. There's tons of different approaches, and I don't think any of them are wrong. And the reason this video is important is because, take a look at this, right? So we had Resnick, then we had little Lela. We're getting the free Cyrell here, then Valentine Ildira, who will probably be a non-limited unit just like Valentine Salir. We've got Sadly, normal pool, free MR from Renell, Elisa, well, she's a regular pool, free McLeod, Darkfina, regular pool, and then Queen Masherie, regular pool. So these are all non-limited units. And then we get the Final Fantasy 13 collab. Then we get the Final Fantasy Tactics collaboration. And those are big collaborations that people are saving for. We're going to get, by the way, there's also the Final Fantasy 10 collaboration in here as well with a limited VC Esper. And of course, your limited Final Fantasy 10 characters. There's going to be things like the summer units that will be semi-limited. Once Darkfina comes back, comes to War of the Visions, we're going to get the Warrior of the Crystal reruns. So there's going to be a peppering of limited to semi-limited units throughout this span, but we are about to get, and I'll put them all up on screen here, we are about to get a pretty large run of non-limited units. So you need to look at these units and you have to ask yourself, one, are any of these units must-haves for me? Because I love them. I think they're really cool. And for example, Darkfina, I think a lot of people are really pumped for Darkfina because she's from FFBE, and FFBE is a great game, and people are going to be very nostalgic for her. And at the end of the day, if you truly like her, then you just pull for her and you just don't listen to anything else that anyone else has to say. That's it. That's why I pulled for Golbez. That's why I maxed Cecil. That's why I also pulled for Kane, spent a bunch of viz on him. I'm happy with all three of those units. The second question you have to ask, is this unit so important for my account that I need to pull them now rather than wait for them naturally? So for me, I thought Lela was in that category. I thought Lela is so good that she's going to help me out immediately in guild battle. Like with Oberon, if I thought Oberon was going to be a key component for my account, and I was just like, oh, well, I'll just wait for him to come to me. Like, sure, I got him now, and he is good now. He's still good, right? Like, he's going to be great. But he hasn't helped me for the last two and a half months. He hasn't been on my account, and he's not going to be ready for a while yet. So you can't just think that getting this unit eventually is going to solve problems on your account, because it's a really long time to wait, and who knows, if you don't enjoy the game in that time, you might even quit. So you can't postpone that fun part of the game. You have to pull for the units that are going to improve your account. So that's kind of where the should you pulls come in. That's where you can talk to people on the Discord and get advice, because it is a difficult decision. But if you can make those two decisions, you can't say, okay, well, I love this character and you don't think that they're going to improve your account, then yeah, just even if you think they're good, but you know, they're not mandatory, then that's when you have to say, I'm going to resist the urge. And when I say resist the urge, that means that you don't do a YOLO pull, that you don't do a 10K, oh, I'm going to do the 5-step and that's it. Because that's the crazy part. Like, I think if you go all in and you get the unit, then yeah, you got the unit right now. But if you do a 5-step and you don't get them, then you're just farther away from pulling a character in the future. And you're also no closer to pulling the character that you wanted in that banner. So it's really a lose-lose unless you get them, which you might not. So looking at all these units and thinking about myself, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be skipping a bunch of them, right? I'm going to skip Valentine Eldira. I don't think that, I think she's pretty cool, but I'm going to have to save. I'm going to be skipping Sadly at the end of the day. I'll skip Eliza. Dark Fina, I'm really thinking about her just because of the FFBE thing, right? And then Mastery, I just love Mastery. So that's going to be a really tricky part. And really what the question here is I'm going to pull for FF13 or not? Right? Because we've got some really cool FF13 units. FFT, I'm pretty good. I've got 800 Mind Spheres. I'm just going to max the units that I have already. I'm not going to worry about getting new units like Agrius and Orlando. And when I say new, I mean new to my account. I'm not going to worry about that. So the question is, do I want any of these FF13 units, or am I fine to just leave them be? And once I make that decision, then I can set a target and I can say, well, I'm not going to get any of these units, so Dark Fina is going to be the unit for me. And of course that could change if, we have Glaciella here, maybe right after Glaciella and JP, we don't know yet. Maybe it's going to be Summer Balo or Summer Engelbert, and then that's it. We have to save, everybody has to save for those units. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. That's all I kind of wanted to say. I wanted to get this information out there because I think we have to really think carefully about our own accounts, but also our own desires. What we actually want out of the game and what's going to be fun. Because at the end of the day, that's what you have to prioritize, is having fun in War and Visions. Otherwise, what are you doing? Right? Like, what's the point? So anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.